Okay, so on watch today, we actually don't have a whole lot. They're all high price stocks in the 20s. GWH is on watch. It was climbing up pre-market. Now it's just kind of fading off this level. I drew a trend line here, and it kind of just broke to that level. So I finally figured out how my trend lines work. So now I'm able to draw them. Let me see. We got KOSS. KOSS is the only one that's actually climbing right now. It could be the new GWH of the day, especially with this 5-minute candle finish and the way it is. It could definitely break the high here of 22.85, but I'm not going to take a trade on the first minute. You saw what happened yesterday. NSPR. This is the other one that looks kind of good. I mean, it doesn't look great because it's below all its averages, but I mean, it's still. Actually, no, it's above. It's just my chart's not loading. There it is. I don't know. So let's go to KOSS. So we're gonna get the break at 23 here. Ooh, nasty flush there. Jesus. That's why I don't trade the first minute, because it's so whippy. On NSPR, I think it was NSPR yesterday. I just took a fat L in the first minute. NSPR, let's check what this one's doing. JSPR is also popping up. JSPR is our leading gapper, but this one, to me, it just doesn't look any good. HX. Nah, doesn't look good to me either. GWH, see this one's moving, so this one's on a downwards trend right now. Let's see. SNTG. Not a big mover. NRXP. NRXP on the daily doesn't look so bad if it can break above its daily high of 1114, but even then it's gonna hit its 50 moving average here, so that's popping up on the scans here. About 5-cent spreads in this one, sometimes 10. This one's still out of my price range. It's a little slower mover. It's not as volatile as GWH yesterday, but yeah, now that one's below VWAP, so nothing's holding. GSPR is popping on the scans. This one's breaking above 9 finally, or breaking above the VWAP. Let's see if it can even hold that level though. So it's nice to see that our leading gapper today is actually popping up here. So JSPR is gonna get halted maybe. Definitely want to see what this one's gonna do outside of the halt. It has room now up to 1130, I'd say. That's where its 200 is. It could even break above that level, but let's see. Okay, we'll watch it on resumption. I had seen this one climbing towards VWAP, but I just don't want to trade anything below VWAP anymore. Taking too many L's on those. EFC's popping up on the scans. A little high priced, out of my price range for sure, so probably won't take a trade on that. HX. Not feeling that one. BBIG. SNTG is also popping up. I noticed yesterday, I'm not sure if this is happening with more people on Twitch at least, but ever since Twitch updated their policy or updated their stuff, I guess, I can't connect to YouTube still. I'm still having that issue. And I also noticed that my chat isn't loading. Like, nothing's loading in my chat. So I see I have like a viewer or something. I don't know if they're commenting or not, but I see it after on the VOD page that they were commenting, but I can't see anything. So that's why I'm like, I'm not sure if there's something wrong with my Twitch. Maybe it's just the mobile app. Because I have my scans on another screen, I guess. I have two monitors, so I have main monitors, which you see here, and then I have all my scans on the other one. But I have the mobile app to see my chat, but nothing's loading. So let me know if you guys have any problems like that, I guess on YouTube or something. If anybody does stream at least. We are back to the 50 though. We are crossing over the 50 here at open. So let's see where this thing opens. The 50 here is at, let's see, EMA2, 83. And we're going to be a little bit above that level. But I do want to see a pullback. I mean, it made a huge ride there from 9 to 984. ELT here. Crossing view up. Nice move. SNTG. SNTG, we could go for the 5-minute break on this one, but it's not a big mover, so I need to take bigger size on it if we're going to do something like that. Let's see what KOSS is doing. GWH. So they're both kind of just fading. They're not really doing a whole lot. NSPR. Let's see if Facebook's still taking off. So Facebook's now below its 200. Interesting. But it's bouncing right back above. I'm really curious as to what this is going to do on earnings day. Let's see, we got Apple. Apple's in, I think they're getting sued by KOSS right now, so I think that's why KOSS is popping up. It's about the wireless headphones. Some news about that. See what the overall market's doing. SPY here. Needs to break its daily high. What were we just watching? JSPR leading gapper. Okay, so this one should resume here shortly in about 30 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna give it these levels here. It's opening at 1036. If this thing just takes off into another halt, I'm just gonna sit and wait. I'm not gonna trade it. Looks like it's gonna be a 10-minute halt though. Yeah, so a 10-minute halt. Okay, so leaves us more time to analyze it, I guess. So let's open up the daily. Okay, so on this day, it tapped the 50 and then just faded. Same with this day, hit the 50, even hit the, I guess, 20, and then it faded. This one hit the 200 and immediately dropped. Same with this one, hit the 200, dropped. This one as well, hit the 200, dropped. But I'm surprised it held up near the 50. Let me check if there's news on this one, actually. I'm pretty sure there is. So that one's gonna be a little more tricky. It does have news. I can't see it because it's like there's a paywall. Let me see. I have to find another way. I'll check on another website. HX is popping up though. So everything's kind of just rejecting its level. That's why I'm not too sure if I have that much confidence in JSPR because nothing's really holding up. I don't know if I'm gonna take a trade on anything today. We'll see how JSPR does over this level, but LAC is actually popping up here. Honestly, I think because right here it's showing 1057. I think what's gonna happen is it's probably gonna open, probably gonna pull back, and then it's not gonna get a hold of its level because it's gonna open at, let's just say 1050. That's already close to its 200 here. Actually, no, it's not even close, but it's coming near that area, 211. That's a big resistance level. So if it really does resume here at 1060, maybe we'll see a pop to 1080, maybe even a pop to 11, and then we'll just see it fade for the rest of the day. If it gets in another halt and actually opens above its 200, that would really look interesting, and we could actually see a big move today on JSPR. But then it would have to hold above this level here, above 12 most likely. It's just right now it's opening kind of high, and I mean that's perfectly fine for whoever got in here, but I don't know. I think it's just gonna hit its 200 or maybe get a little above that. Maybe not even hit its 200 and just fade. I don't have confidence in it just because everything else is failing right now. It doesn't look super good. So here's open. There's a touch of the 200 there. So nice, actually. All right, so this one's in another halt. Okay, I was completely wrong on it. So quick flash down to VWAP, and then it just took off all the way to 1166. So this one's definitely the strong stock today, which is surprising because it was fading pre-market. It was doing really bad, I'd say. So I don't know. Interesting. That's a really nice play. I would still want to wait for a pullback, but I can't tell if this is going to be the climb and that's it. It kind of fades the rest of the day, so. Okay, so now it's actually holding above the 200 is what it looks like. I mean, this one seems really strong. I really want to see whether this can, hold above 12, hold above its 200, and if it does, where do we have our next resistance level? On the daily, it looks like it'll be right here above 12 slightly. 1250, yeah. Let's go check out the other stocks real quick. KOSS is climbing up towards VWAP here. It's actually making a 1-minute MACD curl. It's interesting. Let me see. What is it? GWH. PLT's popping on the scans. Okay, we could go for the 5-minute high break, if anything. But the 10-minute already broke, so I'm not sure how interested I am on it. Doesn't seem like a huge mover either, so I could take a bigger share size on it. But let's see if it actually breaks this trend line. Okay, I'd say it's more like this. Ah, God. Jesus, this stocks, I mean this these charts suck. Oh my God. So I hit the trend line there. It kind of broke below, but let's see if I can hold this level. It's curling back down on the 1-minute MACD, which I don't like, so we'll just wait for this one. CRXT, SMTG. 1-minute high break on this one doesn't look so bad, but it's also curling back down on the MACD, which I don't really like. JSPR is going to resume one in about another minute 30 seconds. So let's go back to PALT. So PALT actually held support there. We'll see if it can get the high here of 946. Might want to take a little bigger size on it, but next 1 minute's gonna open here. I'd be going for the 5-minute break, which is 9:59. There's 30. 40 on the ask. It's kind of choppy. And now it's rejecting the level again. So, okay. JSPR is going to resume here in about 20 seconds. So we'll keep this one on watch till it opens. But, shoot. Okay, so it opened here. Let's go ahead and see what it does. It's rejecting its 12 level, which is good because we needed to pull back. Let's see if it just rips though. I don't want to see it get halted going down, so it's holding its 1180 level pretty well, I'd say. Could get in here for an entry, but I don't really want to buy this. It's so high. I still want to see a second pullback candle. Huge seller at 12 there. Let's see if this can break 1150 and then pop back up. I would like to see it break its low. If not, if it sideways consolidates here and just continues a little high, then I would definitely get in for the break of 12. So here's 1150, a tap of 1150. There's a break. Let's see if we can get back above. It's 1130 now. Not really bouncing. It's back to 1150. It hasn't broken above. 1120 now. Next 5 minutes gonna open here as well, which doesn't look clean at all. We just need to see a quick surge back to 1150 or something, but no, it's gonna open low. So next 5 minute just open, it's gonna break that low. If this can tap 1070 or 1080, if it can hit VWAP and then bounce off VWAP, then it looks pretty solid. But it needs to bounce back all the way up to like 1150. So there's a break of 1090. I don't want to see this get halted going down. Also, it broke its 200 and now it's trending below it. So, like I said, I want to see this pop back up to 1150 for me to even want to take a trade to see if it can even break this 10-minute high, because the next 10-minute opened, but obviously didn't hold its level. So, I don't know. This needs to finish high. Like, we need to see this start curling back up. So maybe on this next 1 minute candle it'll start curling, but judging by the 5 minute, I don't have a whole lot of faith in it. See what it's gonna do on this candle. See, this breaks below VWAP. So our first resistance level is 1150. We definitely want to see that break. I don't want to see this 1 minute just break right here, because obviously it's just holding. So the next 1 minute's gonna open here. I just don't like how it's just not doing anything on this candle. Makes me kind of nervous. It is holding though, so let's see. 1128 is the high. I don't want to see a flush down. See if we can get a pullback here and then a rip. So there's a break to 1150, it rejected the level. Back to 1130. Back to 1160 now, so that was a nice break, clean break. Back to 12. Wow, that was a really clean break. So this was the perfect entry to get in on. Obviously I didn't take it though. Kind of hesitant there. Should have taken it, but some big spreads right now. So I'm gonna try and get in here on the next 1 minute candle to possibly get into a halt. Wow, okay. I didn't expect it to just rip into the halt right there. That sucks. Okay. I didn't want to buy it at 1250 here. I was gonna try and buy on a dip, possibly towards 12, so that we can get in on 1277 or going for the. Oh, okay, false halt. Nice. All right, so there's a drop. Not buying yet. Want to see if this 1 minute's gonna hold. If it breaks below 12, then I don't know. Okay, interesting. It actually false halted. Let's see if we can get another micro dip on the 1 minute. It's still holding 12, which is good. I just don't want to see it finish low. I'm kind of nervous to buy it within this candle because I want to make sure that the next 1 minute candle is actually going to hold its level. I don't want to buy right now and then it flashes to 12 and then just tanks on the next 1 minute. So this 1 minute finished kind of low. See if it breaks 12 here. If it sideways consolidates and holds 12 and pops back up to 1250 or somewhere in that area, I'm definitely going to buy in for a squeeze to 13. Next 5 minutes going to open as well, so I definitely go for the 5 minute rip, which is the high here is 78. So that's definitely what I'd be going for. It's 1230. I don't like how it's so choppy in this small little range here. 1 minute open low, so here's the 1 minute break. See if it holds 12. I'm gonna buy in here for the break. 1244 is where I'm in at. 1260. Let's see if we can get this 1270. Sell in there. So it hit the high here. I think it even broke its high. So there we go. Quick $80. I was going for the break at 13, but I had seen a seller stacked at 70. Once we broke that level, I just felt it was gonna kind of hold or just stay in that range. And okay, let's see if we can get back in here. So there's a break at 13. Kind of nervous because it's really extended off the on the daily. It's like really high, so that's why I'm like okay. So there's a break back below 13. Curious as to whether this can get in a halt. I could buy this again for the break at the 1 minute high, but it already broke its 5 minute high. So it definitely should have held for the 13 break because obviously it broke pretty significantly, 20 cents. That would have been a big move there, but okay. See, it hasn't broken the 1 minute candle yet, so I'm kind of nervous that it's gonna reject this level, see another 2 candle pullback. Ten minutes still looks really clean. 5 minutes still looks pretty clean as well. Not really sure how far this can go though. It already broke our 2 resistance levels here. See if we can get a 2 candle pullback here. The low on this candle is 1290. If this just rips on this one candle, then I think I'm just done for the day. So honestly, I'd say our next resistance spot here is around 1450. Kind of sucks that I that I sold a little early. I wouldn't say I sold too quick. I did make a 30-cent move there. It was actually a pretty good entry, I'd say. Didn't quite get the rip of 13 that I was expecting right off the bat. I just wanted to surge through, break 1280. Once I seen that seller at 76, I was like, broke 76, hit 80, and I tried to sell in the 80s, but obviously got filled at 74. And then after that, it just kind of stuck around the 70s and then finally broke through 13. So I could have definitely taken a dip entry or a micro dip entry for the break of 13, but I don't know. I didn't want to see a flush. That and then this entry here was just beyond perfect. I just completely missed it. So, I mean, at the time it looked okay. I just got nervous because it was holding VWAP. It's trading kind of awkwardly at VWAP, and I just, although it was holding, I was just not sure about it. So that was a nice quick rip here. I wasn't paying attention. That would have been a nice move here too. Low is 69. High is 69. Low is 84. So now it's on its third leg up. As you can see here, it's basically like a bull flag pattern. This was the fourth candle, I'd say. which is, it's kind of slowing down, as you can see. Each, I guess, green candle here is just getting smaller and smaller. So here you have a significant break, and then you have three red candles, three pullback candles, and then you have it climb up, two pullback candles, climb up, two pullback candles, and now it's two green. Let's see if we can get the break of 14 here. So this is nice. This one's just ripping. So definitely missed my entry here on both of these candles. Even on this one, I could have taken an entry, just again, wasn't paying attention. So that was a clean rip from, this was an even bigger rip than this last candle. That was impressive. JSPR definitely has all the momentum right now. No other stocks popping on the scans besides this one, which is awesome. It's really extended. I'm gonna have to wait for a major pullback. But even then, I think I'd be catching the back end of the move because, it obviously had this huge climb from 75 all the way to 450 or 1450. So, I don't think it's gonna get halted. It's too extended. If it does, then I would just be a seller right out of the halt, and I'd expect this thing to just tank. Jesus. That's a huge move. If you check where it opened at, I really didn't think it was gonna hold above its 200. But I did say if it does break above its 200, get halted and stuff, then we can definitely see a rip. But I have no idea where this could even go because it's so extended already. High here of this candle was 1482, but the low is 868. So huge move today for this one, almost double its its worth. So let's see if this thing's gonna drop. It looks like it's gonna break on the 1 minute candle. That's where I started to get nervous because it's still pretty extended. It's pretty high. And I honestly think I should just wrap it up here because I already have 80. Definitely not my profit target of the day. I could have made a lot more money on this entry here as well as this entry, but just didn't take them. So, shoulda, woulda, coulda, I guess. See if we can get a 2 candle pullback. Okay, so it broke that level and immediately rejected off of 15. It's holding above 50 though. There's 96, 99. Quick rip to 1520, and then obviously it went below to 1470. So now it's back to 60. See if it's gonna just reject. This is the first major rejection. It broke to 1520, 27, and then it just rejected that level all the way back down to 14. So we can draw our trend lines here. We already know that this is a huge resistance level. The whole dollar itself, 15, is just a big resistance level. And this is probably the biggest one yet because it just rejected, I don't want to say significantly, but it has had the biggest rejection so far. So here could have drawn another resistance line. Got another one here. Huge rip there though, awesome. Now it seems like it's going to be curling towards VWAP here. It seems like it's going to be on a downtrend. The 1 minute MACD is going to start curling back down. So it looks like 5 minute doesn't look the best. And we have 1 minute left for the next 5 minute candle. I'd say the 5 minute candle is also kind of extended. It was made a huge climb here from 11 to 15, so we definitely want to see this one consolidate a little bit. I don't want to see a huge drop, especially not a drop below VWAP, but with that being said, I think I'm just going to wrap it up here. This one's probably going to keep moving later in the afternoon. If not, it might just fade, but I think I'm going to end it for today because it's slowing down here and I don't have time to wait. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this to YouTube. Made a quick $80. Definitely the biggest amount I've made in a while because it's just been so choppy, or I just hesitate on my trades, take the wrong trades. But I'm definitely learning my lesson. I did a trade review about a week or two ago, and I'm definitely trying to learn from those mistakes. So we're gonna come out with another trade review soon. I'm gonna go ahead and review some trades that I've taken, but honestly, this market's been kind of choppy these past couple weeks. It's been kind of slow, so there's not a whole lot to review. If anything, I can review these trades here, the missed potential entries where I should have got in, and we can go ahead and see some recaps on that. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close it up for today, and I will see you guys tomorrow.